Hello, welcome. I don't know if the audio is even going to work on this, and I'm sure the view is not cute. Okay. I don't have my little portrait mode. I'm just using what I have. Okay. So, to tell you the story of what I have and how truly thankful I am for like what I had before versus like the phone I'm using now. I didn't know what I had. I didn't realize like there was a difference because let me tell you something. In my family, which whether they realize it or not, we were like under the assumption that we did not have very good luck with like the men in our lives, considering we had a few different dads in and out, or just out. Like, well, yeah, I guess they were in for a while and then out, and sometimes we didn't know who they were, or we didn't know whose was whose, whatever. I'm just kidding, Mom. It was totally clear. But anyways, so in our minds, like, men were like, well, and like, ooh, like, great, there's not a good one out there, and like, dad's ew, or husband's ew, like, they were like a problem, not like a solution. Well, turns out that my husband, who I currently have, I hate saying that because like I was divorced, so it's like, yeah, one was a little, I got the same vibe as I did as my mom did, as being married before was like not that great. But now it's like I have, and I don't want to take that away from like being married now. So I say like current husband, like it sounds so stupid. I don't know why my brain does that. I'm sorry. So my husband is beautiful and wonderful and amazing, and I just have to brag about him for a second because I didn't realize what great technology I had. Like my phone, which I can barely ever even know like the name of it. I was just like, whatever you get me, it's fine. I don't care, And I mean, obviously I have a job and stuff, like, so I do work and participate in life, not just like a mooch, but he's just like such a natural provider, and I love that so much. Like I needed that so much in my life, especially with the in and out dads, that we were like, can you keep a job? And then an ex who was like, can you please keep a job, like at least for a little bit? So yeah, going to someone like actually that provides and just does stuff, and he told me a long time ago, like, hey, just hit the easy button, I'll take it from here, basically. And I'm just like, what? So long story short, I will rabbit trail. I had this awesome phone, which I could, make my videos on, and it did really cool stuff, and like had nice settings and things like that, and beautiful screen, whatever. It was really fast and nice. And then one day, like 2 days ago, I wanted to bake some cookies, which I don't do very often, and I was like, I don't really feel like it. There's too many steps. I don't like things with ingredients. Like if it has ingredients, I don't really feel like getting out that many things. And I'm lazy, but I like spend so much time trying to cook like good food that is like healthy for the kids or whatever, that I don't have time to like make desserts. Like it's so much. I'm already in the kitchen for like 3 hours a day. I'd rather not. So anyways, this day I was like, oh, I'll just do it. It's the holiday week, blah. It was like the last day of vacation for the kids' school. And yeah, so I get in the baking cupboard and I'm looking around and like getting rid of the stuff that's old and like getting out the new stuff and like just kind of organizing a little bit while I was getting out the baking stuff. And let me tell you this, if you're gonna go like sea salt containers and pepper, little, if you're gonna do that, put them on like a low shelf that will not fall from 2 feet above, because that's what happened. And I thought it hit our counter, which our counter is beautiful, like black granite, whatever you would call it, sparkliness, and I love it. And I thought it broke our counter. I was like, holy crap, because I have done that in a different spot before. I dropped a glass container and it like just chipped it just a little bit, like a little pinprick of a size, but it still bothers me every time I see it. So I thought that happened again, and I was like, oh my god, no. But no, it happened to my phone. I dropped the salt shaker from like 2 feet above, and it hit my phone just straight on the glass, and it cracked it immediately. And I didn't know that until I saw a seizure looking light like flashing, like, and it was just my phone like going insane. And I was like, oh my god, because if I was with like anybody else that I had known previously, or any of our dads, like it would have been like this huge fight. it would have been like, oh my god, how could you be so stupid, you know, and like all this like abuse, like all these like things, like it would have been like World War III in the house, and everyone would be crying and things would be thrown and people would be breaking up or something. I don't know, like that's what I like picture things happening when bad things happen, you know, especially when it comes to money or like wasting whatever, like, oh my gosh, we can't afford another one, so like I don't know, like it would have just been a disaster. But with my husband, who is somehow an angel, was just like, all right. Like we did this little joking around thing, which I will not repeat, but it was funny. And then when I come out crying, like, I'm so sorry, I did not mean to do that, he was just like, no, that's not the reaction we need, like, it's fine. He's like fumbling around in the drawers, already looking for like a backup phone in our house, because like he's bought a few and like, you know, switched them out for newer, better phones. Well, thankfully we had this old one from whereverville, and yeah, so it worked out where he just like immediately within a half an hour I had another phone that I could log into, and it has my number, and like got all my contacts and the important stuff, you know, to like my lifeline to like the school and the kids and whatever. And yeah, so he's wonderful and beautiful and amazing. Just gotta say, it's so refreshing to see what it can look like in like a healthy relationship. Of you don't get screamed at when accidents happen, you don't get yelled at, nobody's like about to break up, nobody's like packing their bags because you accidentally did something, or you spilled something, or you know, we lost money or whatever. Like it's shocking what people can go through, and that's their normal. And then it's amazing what other people have gone through or are still going through that is a beautiful dream. And you're just like, what? This is like, people actually live like this? Like, people can stay happy? And I still really struggle because like I'm kind of an angry person inside. So like with all the stuff that I've brought, because the whole baggage thing is like, that's for real. Like you strap that crap on, and it's like it takes a long time to like take a little bit of that baggage out, a little at a time, and be like, oh, I didn't realize you don't have to slam stuff when you're mad, or like whatever. You don't have to yell and scream, or you don't have to belittle people. Oh, I didn't know that. So like, I'll just take it out of my backpack and leave that in the past, and realize like, oh, when something bad happens, you mean you don't have to panic, you don't have to run and hide, you don't have to like, oh god, like don't tell the husband. Like, it's just weird. It's still strange to me, and it's sad that it's strange, and I just keep thinking like, man, I was probably a terrible person before because I just didn't know like what you could do in a healthy relationship. So anyways, that's all I really had to say, was that my phone got smashed and I didn't get in trouble. And that's pretty cool. He just got me another one, and then he ordered me a screen for my smashed phone, and he's gonna fix it for me. Hopefully it'll work. I mean, I'm sure it will, because he's like really good at computery stuff. And so he basically was like, hey, you know how we built that PC? And I was like, yeah, I do. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that with your phone, just like piece by piece, put it all together. And I was like, I hope you have Tinkerbell sized tools, because that's tiny. Hopefully I won't hurt this, but yeah. Isn't he the best? Like, look at it. So he got me a new screen. Comes with all the stuff inside, I guess. Like, who knew? Yeah, he's gonna put that together for me because he's awesome. So yeah, ladies, if you have a provider like I do and doesn't scream at you and throw things when you accidentally do something, hug them, thank them, because there are a lot of guys out there who are not that nice and who scar you for life and scar your kids, and yeah, are pretty big douche canoes, if you know what I mean. Okay, bye. Which, by the way, the whole difference thing that I was talking about is the difference between having a, I guess, $1,300 phone, which I didn't know about because my husband told me to hit the easy button, so I didn't really like know how much it cost. He was just amazing and provided it for me. Versus like a $200 phone, and I had no idea like what a major difference that can be on quality and the ability to even just upload a YouTube video, or not even upload, just watch one. Like I could upload a video for like, it would take a while, but just watching one, it would just do the circle thing. I was like, what the crap. And this phone, I kid you not, is like on its 6th update for some whatever reason. I don't know if it's because we just transferred everything over real quick and I'm just trying to use it right away, but yeah, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite phone at all. And I was like, I'm so thankful that I had awesomeness, and I just didn't know how it was to not have awesomeness. So, yeah, awesome phone with an awesome husband.